everyone! So today we're going to be learning about sinking and floating. So I handed out a worksheet for you guys if you want to put your names at the top. And then if you look in this column, we have the names of the objects that we're going to see if they float or if they sink. And then in these two columns, we're going to place a happy face or a sad face for sinking and a happy face for floating if that object sinks or floats. Before we start, I have a couple of questions. The first question is, do you know what sinking is? Right. Sinking is when the object sinks to the bottom of the water. Do we know what floating is? Right. Floating is when it stays on top. So let's get started. The first object we have to try is a penny. Make your predictions. Do we think it's going to float or do we think it's going to sink? Let's try. It sunk. All right, so we're going to place that in our sunk column. Make sure you're writing down your answers. So the penny sunk. So we're going to place a frowny face in the sink column. The next object is a pencil. Make your predictions. Do we think it's going to sink or do we think it's going to float? Let's see. It floats. All right, the next object is a cotton ball. Do we think the cotton ball is going to float or sink? Let's see. The cotton ball sunk. Do we think the next object is a marker? Do we think it's going to sink or float? Let's see. The marker floats. The next object is a wooden stick. Do we think it's going to sink or float? Make your predictions. It floats. Were you right? And our last object is a rubber band. Do we think the rubber band's going to sink or float? Let's see. It sunk. All right, let's put that in the sunk column. All right, so now that we've made our predictions on objects that sink and float, we can see what we're looking for. Miss Jordan made a boat, and what we're going to do is we're going to place it in the water, and I have a big pile of coins here. I have quarters, nickels, dimes, and pennies. So what we're going to do is we're going to see how many coins we can stick on our boat before it starts to sink. What coin do you think we should start with first? Do you think we should start with the smallest one? Can anybody tell me what the smallest coin in my pile is? You're right, a dime. So let's stick all of the dimes in the boat. Is it still floating? Right. All right, let's try the next biggest. Our pennies. All right, we're gonna stick them in. It's still floating. All right, next is our quarters. Actually, we're going to do our nickels. All right, here we go. It's still floating. So now we're going to do our quarters. Ready? I don't know. I'm starting to see some water going in. Let's add some more. Oh no! That's all of the coins that we can fit before it sank. Let's take the boat out and count all of the coins that we fit inside our boat. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37. So we fit 37 coins in our boat before it sank to the bottom. So what could we do next time to make sure the boat doesn't sink to the bottom? Could we make the boat bigger or add more tinfoil? Or could we add less coins? Those are good thoughts. We can write those down in our workbooks after we're done. Bye, guys.